Alrighty guys, well we are officially done with the whole break-in tune. The TSX is now at like 600 miles, so a little bit over 500 miles, but break-in tune is done. And we ended up getting a street tune on this car, and I ended up going with Muhammad, so I'll throw his Facebook page in right here. Would 100% recommend this guy. He did a phenomenal job. He really cared about the safety. Made sure that we had the wideband working. We got that plugged into the ECU. Overall, I really enjoyed working with him. The tune turned out really good. This guy's from Egypt, so I mean, that's across the flipping world from where I'm at. But yeah, I would 100% recommend him. It was really easy. We used TeamViewer. I just needed to have a hotspot on my phone. And he was able to get that thing tuned, no problem. So yeah, if you guys are interested, go ahead and check him out. And let's hop into this. So the plan is to just do like a low boost tune on pump gas. And in the meantime, I got to get my ass to work and get the flipping transmission built, because I've been slacking off. I haven't ordered any of the gears yet. I know what gears I want to go with. I just don't know like what bearings and shit I need. And I just haven't done enough research. I hit up a few people, but nobody's really gotten back to me. But whatever, I just got to get that figured out. Also, the clutch I have in there right now, it's like the FX400 or some shit. It's not going to handle mad power. So we need to get the transmission built. We're going to run like a twin disc clutch, and then get that installed and do our E85 tune around the same time. So this is a good way just to do an E-tune on this thing, get this thing running. We can still cruise around in it, get the transmission that's sitting right there built. This street tune is going to be strictly on pump gas, and we're going to be doing boost by gear. I already got the boost controller installed. And if any of you guys are curious on how I did the wiring up to the ECU, let me know. I can make a quick video about that. But we are planning on going E85 sometime, full E85. I'm completely set up for it. Got the sensor there already. But since we've been breaking this thing in, and I don't have the transmission belt yet because I have an Accord casing, I just want to do a street tune right now on pump gas. That way we can start pushing some boost. And by building the transmission, I mean the transmission casing is still sitting here empty. I have not ordered any gears or any bearings, none of that stuff yet. So a couple things before a tune: you want to check your oil, you want to check your coolant. Obviously, any boost leaks, fuel leaks, and we know we don't have that because we've been running this thing for a while. But yeah, those are the main things you want to check. All right, so we are going to be using TeamViewer, and he's going to connect to my laptop right now. Yo, that's actually pretty dope. I didn't even know you could pull this display up. Like I said, I heard a lot of really good reviews about this guy. I'm a little hesitant. I mean, shoot, this is remote tuning it from, I'm pretty sure he's from Cairo, Egypt. Not that I have anything against people there, but I've always just had, people I can communicate with face to face. That way, if there's any problems, you can just deal with them directly. But yeah, we're gonna give this a shot and see how it goes. All right, so I'm already liking this dude. I was recording with my phone and I'm texting him on my phone as well. Anyways, let me get this crap turned off. He just logged off. TeamViewer, get out of here. So anyways, you guys can see the AFRs that are reading off the primary O2 sensor that I got installed on the TSX, and then this is my AEM gauge. We were having some issues. He started adding some fuel, and he was reading like 13 something on the computer, and I was getting like 11.4, 11.7, somewhere in there. So the offset was pretty big. He messed around with it and he got the idle fairly close. I don't know what he did exactly, but anyways, basically he said, I'm not going to tune you right now, which is awesome, not a bad thing at all, because he's not comfortable tuning it. He wants me to hook up my wideband to my ECU instead of using that primary O2 sensor, because he trusts this one a lot better, which is pretty awesome. I mean, it shows that that guy actually gives a shit and doesn't want to blow my stuff up. So yeah, I guess we will be getting that thing plugged into the ECU, and I believe it's E15 for the pin. And then we will get this thing tuned tomorrow, and hopefully there's no other issues. All right, so I pulled my wires out. I had them all tucked into here. So it looks like we need to take white over to E15 on the ECU, and then brown we're gonna ground. So yeah, let's get in that. Pretty much we're gonna have to take everything apart just like we did for the boost controller. So we got that pulled out, well, this little plastic piece, and I'll show a diagram here quick. But so the harness that we're pulling out is going to be E, and that's going to be far right. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. So there is some tape on it. I'm going to have to go ahead and remove all that tape right there. Get that exposed a little bit more, and then we're going to find E15 and plug our pin back in. So E15 wideband ELD must be disabled and factory pin must be removed from the ECU connector. Okay, well, the factory pin can be removed, but I can just splice into that. So that's easy peasy. Got some light in here. We're just gonna follow that wire out. I'm gonna cut it and tape it and run another wire over to the gauge. So it's pretty easy. So on the picture, it's showing it backwards. You're looking at it like this. So the numbers are going from left to right, one being on the left, and you're looking at the pin like this. If you turn around and look at it, it's going to be right to left. So that's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So follow 5, and directly under that is going to be 15. So it's going to be this wire right here. Okay, so I ended up taking the zip tie off back there that was holding all those wires together. And it would be this baby blue wire that is directly under the 5th wire, which would be the green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it probably about like right here. Also, if you haven't already, the very first thing you should do is disconnect your battery, because we are working with the ECU, and who knows, something could get shorted. So just get that thing disconnected. You can disconnect the ground, and that's plenty enough. Okay, so I've got it crimped, and I've got that other wire taped up. It is going to be disabled. This is the smallest crimp I could find. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape that loom back up, plug it back in, and then I've already got that big wire shoved through and taped off my wires, and I'm going to pull it to the other side. So okay, so got the wire laid in there, brought it up all along and out to here. Now we're going to tap the ECU wire into the white, and then the brown is just going to get grounded out to the frame, and that is all you got to do. So pretty simple. All right, so all that's in, got that all buttoned. Alrighty, tune is getting uploaded. So he also went to settings, and well, I already missed it, but he changed it from the stock sensor to the wired in wideband. So one thing I will say about this guy that I really like, his main concern is safety, and so the AEM gauge in his display have been reading a little bit off, so he's been having me rev it, you know, to like 2K RPMs to see if it changes. That's why we didn't tune yesterday, and again, he's being super thorough, which is, it's flipping awesome. That's how every tuner should do it. So this guy isn't just out there to just tune your car, slap some fuel in there and some boost, and let you go to town, which is kind of what it felt like at the dyno. Not talking shit about them, but this guy is a lot more picky, safe, cautious, which is good. I mean, he does have a reputation to hold up. Again, he's on the other side of the world, so yeah, badass. All right, so we're gonna go for a little drive. As you guys can see, the road's already drying out. We'll do a little cruise and then pull over here in a little bit. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna push on it too hard. He did mess with the fueling and shit. So we'll drive a little bit and then pull over here in a sec. Okay, so man said keep driving normal. We'll do a little bit of driving. I won't record too much of this. This is kind of boring. Once we start doing some pulls, I'll start recording again. So we're uploading a tune. So apparently you can adjust the fuels while you're driving. That I didn't know. But he started adjusting them. He had me do a 30-year pull from 2,500, and he set a rev limiter to 5. And we ended up hitting 12 pounds of boost at 4K. That's pretty damn good. So, yep, getting this one uploaded, and then I think we'll be ready to do a couple more pulls. So, I will be recording those. All right, so I'm sure this guy's, tuning multiple cars a day. And yesterday I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I wanted to do like a low boost tune. 8 to 10 pounds. And as we're tuning today, I see he set the boost cut to 20 psi, and I was like, oh shit. So I texted him, I was like, hey, what are you trying to tune me to? And he's like, 20 psi. It's like, damn. I was like, well, I'm only planning on doing hold on, let me get back to you guys. All right, so we're gonna do another 2,500 to full throttle. I gotta get out on the straightaway. Yeah, he's like, no man, I tune stock K20 24s to 20 psi all the time. I was like, yeah man, my transmission stock. So I think he talked me into probably doing like 14, 16 pounds. But we're gonna go ahead and do a pull. Ooh, that fucking ripped when the VTEC hit. I'm used to my VTEC being at like 4,200, and that kicked in at like 6 to 7. All right, so yeah, guess we'll probably end up doing like 14 to 16 psi. The only thing is I want it to stay. I want it to stay like 450 and under for pump gas, and I know a lot of people go do a lot more than that. I don't know. I want it to stay around 450 on pump gas, and go above that, 900 horsepower, whatever, on E85. Hence the whole flex fuel setup and all that. But he says we'll be all right. So I met him in the middle, and I said, let's not do 20 psi, let's do like 14 to 16. So we'll probably end up doing that and see how that goes. All I have right now is the transmission casing, and that's sitting in the garage. So if this transmission blows, that'll actually give me a valid reason to start actually buying parts for it. I know what I want to do. I think I'm going to go with the PPG drag gears 1 through 4. And then I just need to do some research and figure out what bearings and all that I need. Synchros, all that fancy stuff. We'll probably need axles at some point. So yeah, let's just see how this goes. All right, he wants another pull. Third gear pull at 2,500. Right at $6,000. Damn, dude, this thing spools up fast. Okay, so he wants another ripper. another tune in. Dude, it was just raining like literally 5 minutes ago. So I kind of stopped and it quit raining. It's probably gonna start raining again, but look how fast the roads dry out. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's Oregon for you. Bipolar. You have snow in the mornings in April, rain, and then sunshine. Let's pull over right here. Oh yeah, bigger than shit. This one blew off, so I'm gonna go run back home. I'm literally like half a mile away from home, and we will get that put back on. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so yeah, let's head back home and get that fixed. Luckily, we're not too far from my house. But yeah, it was something I'm expecting. Especially once you start hitting, you know, over 10 pounds. I think we're right at like 15, 16 pounds right now. Man, this thing felt goodness. So yeah, we'll head back, get that put on, and get another ripping. All right, so I got it done. Just pulled it off right here, and I ended up turning this around. It's a little tight getting in there with the wrench. Maybe that's why I didn't tighten it all the way. And I'll probably end up, I tightened this one a little bit more, but I'll probably end up turning it around just so they're the same. I don't know, because they look kind of ugly as is. I mean, they're ugly to begin with. My idea was to hide the bolt back there, but whatever. We're done. We're gonna end up grabbing the, I already had a 10 mil. We'll grab the other one with us just in case, and he's uploading a tune right now. It's beautiful out here, really beautiful. Oh shit, what do we got in the road? It's just cardboard. It looks like a piece of board. Alright, so it's a pretty nice view out here. Without the clouds, obviously. You get a pretty nice sunset out here. Right next to a cemetery. Yeah, he's working on getting that stuff fixed. Ooh, reflection. It's what IPG sends you. They send you some bomb stickers. And they sent me a handwritten note, which was super badass. So I continue shopping from them. But man, this reflection's horrible. But he's getting the I'm getting all the boost controller stuff. If any of you guys are like me, doing a low boost setup, very, very temporary. Once you go turbo, you're just going to want to keep pushing it, and hopefully you're smart enough not to blow it up and push it too far out of its limits. But yeah, I started out low boost very beginning, and it's like immediately you want more and more. It's a drug, and I'm addicted. So yeah, we'll see. This is a bit more boost than I wanted on the stock transmission. Luckily we have another casing that we're planning on building, but nonetheless we don't want to get caught stranded, you know, with a blown transmission, and who knows what else it could damage. Third gear. Oh yeah. That there check emissions light, so we'll see what the heck it is. We'll get pulled over. I'm about a mile away from my house. Car is still running perfectly fine even with that check emissions light on. Not overheating. Oil pressure is really good. So yeah, we'll see what it is. Pull a code and see what the problem is. All right, so he said it's VTEC related, so he's gonna tweak with it. All right, so my check engine light popped up for VTEC oil pressure. Our gauge is reading wonderful oil pressure right now. So maybe it's not connected. There's an issue with the wiring. Hopefully the screen's not clogged. That wouldn't be good. But we'll go home and get it checked out. This is an old VTEC solenoid, so I did have one fail before. Who the hell knows? Maybe this one took a shit as well. Might have to buy a new one. But that's what the code is for. Again, car's actually running really good. Just cruising normally right now, just cruising. I didn't do a pull since the light came on. And I'm reading right now 40 pounds, 40 psi of oil pressure on my gauge, actually a little more, almost 50, and cruising at like 3K. So yeah, we'll go home. I'll mess with the harness. I have another VTEC solenoid, so I can just swap it over and see if that's the issue. That'll be like the easiest way to do it, is just put a new one on right off the bat. Get that one opened up and check. Oh, that was a blast, boys. That was fun. He did ask me to send him a video of a poll, which will be perfect, because I think he does like a shout out and he uploads on his page of the car doing a poll. So yeah, we'll just use that same video in the YouTube channel, because I'm gonna need my wife out there to help me record. You know me, I'm a lone wolf. Well, she's got the kid. She watches, so yeah. Let's. I'm gonna get into trying to fix. Dude, I keep looking this way, and my camera's right here. My bad. I'm gonna get in and try to fix that. The check engine light. So yeah. Okay, so based off of the last polls we just did, car runs amazing. Everything was reading perfect, correct. It pulled awesome. Obviously on that last poll there, the check emissions light came on, and he basically boiled it down to the VTEC solenoid. I checked the wiring on it. It's a little warm around it. I don't think anything melted on it. I pulled the plugs out, plugged them back in, and still nothing. So I'm just gonna replace the solenoid and see if that fixes the issue. I'm also gonna do another oil change on this thing, and yeah, we'll go from there. Other than that, the car is dialed in. It pulls flipping awesome. Probably too good for this clutch and transmission, but you know what? It is what it is. Like I said, it's going to speed up the process of getting the transmission built. So yeah. So that was a lot of fun. I had a blast tuning this car. It definitely pulls a lot harder than the last build. And it could be that the boost by gear, now I'm actually getting better traction in first through third. Fourth, man, that thing just hooks and books. Pretty sure my clutch started slipping there. I think in one of the last videos, and I didn't record too much of the actual tune, like doing the pulls and stuff. Just there towards the end, once we had that thing already tuned, I went out there and I tested each gear. I think I noticed in fourth gear that the clutch slipped a little bit. It was either that or just wheel spin. But I'm glad we got the car tuned completely before like the emissions light came on, and it did end up being the spool valve. And I ordered a whole new one of those OEM. I think I paid like $78 with shipping. So that should be here in about a week. But yeah, we're gonna need to get that transmission built here soon. We need that twin disc clutch because this clutch is not gonna handle it. I'm just gonna. I think we're at like 500 something horsepower. Car just pulls amazing. It feels really strong compared to the last tune, and the last tune was on 14 pounds, and that tune lasted, well, the street tune lasted, about 3 months, and it was a pretty conservative tune, so it didn't pull too hard. Right now we're redlining to, instead of 7,200, we're redlining at 8,000, so that's pretty good. It was the dyno tune that this car didn't really like. It blew up on the third pole. But yeah, since the dyno incident and all that, we have the same exact build right now, same compression. So basically everything's the same on the motor. The only thing I changed was I upped my return line, I upped my feed line, and I obviously upgraded those to be E85 rated. Still running the same size injectors, and instead of running a 255 Walbro, we're running the 450 now, and that thing's hot wired. So it could have been an issue on my end. Maybe there wasn't enough fuel delivery and it leaned out and blew up, but whatever. Car runs amazing now. Super happy, super stoked. This right here is the spool valve. If some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's got an oil pressure sensor, and then this deal right here. This is my old one off of one of my other motors, and this one actually took a crap on me as well. So I swapped them out before. I went ahead and I put the oil sensor in. I swapped oil sensors on my car, and the code did go away. But like I said, I already ordered a new one, and that's coming in, so we're going to get that swapped out. So yeah, pretty stoked with where we're at right now. We're going to keep grinding, get that transmission built, get it slapped into here, and go E85. We are set up for flex fuel right now, so I've got the sensor hooked up. It's running on Flash Pro right now. There's no tune for E85, but everything is set and reading on Flash Pro as of right now. All right, so I'll probably leave the video off at that. Like I said, comment down below if you guys are interested in the electronic boost controller. I can make a separate video on that. But yeah, go ahead and drop your guys' comments. If you guys got any questions, I can get them answered. This car is a whole lot of fun right now. Obviously, not that fast for some people, but for me, man, this thing's a ripper. So I'm possibly a little scared to go E85 because it's gonna fucking rip, and longer gears too. So good shit. Keep grinding, and we'll get this thing there one day.